Not gonna lie, I was very happy when I saw this request on the list. I was like, 3 more from Love? And it's all from Forever Changes? Let's go, dude. Hi, guys. Welcome to Leave Reacts. I hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. We are back with, yes, Love. And we're going back to the album Forever Changes. We're listening to 3 songs. The first one is Andmoreagain. I think the second one is Bummer in the Summer, and the third one is Old Man. Apparently Carole K plays bass on Andmoreagain. And there's a bunch of other people. Hal Blaine also plays drums on it. The other ones I'm guessing are the rest of the usual suspects. I've really enjoyed this album. It's one of those, I don't know, they kind of hit you out of nowhere sort of, songs, especially, what was it? Alone Again, or that one hit me like a that was a dagger through the heart. I'm not gonna lie. So was You Set the Scene. That was such a good song, and I'm excited to hear 3 more. Thank you to our alpha patron Joel S once again, and let's go. If y'all are not subscribed, help brother out. Click that icon right below my face, and I'll be linking all my other Love reactions right there, or throughout the video. You might see it pop up, so watch that afterwards. All right, Andmoreagain by Love in 3, 2, 1, go.
And if you see and more again, then you will know and more again, for you can see you in her eyes. Then you feel your heart beating, rum pum pum pum. And when you've given all you had, and everything still turns out bad, and all your secrets are your own, then you feel your heart beating, rum bum bum bum. And I'm wrapped in my but my things are material, and I'm lost in confusions, 'cause my things are material, and you don't know how much I love you. Oh, oh, oh.
That bass is gnarly.
And if you see and more again, then you might be and more again, for you just wish and you are here. Then you feel your heart beating, rum bum bum bum.
Those strings are great.
And I'm wrapped in my armor, but my things are material. And I'm lost in confusions, 'cause my things are material. And you don't know how much I love you. Oh, oh,
oh. That's such a cool riff. That little stop. That was an interesting song. It was very like pretty on the surface, but there was that kind of darkness to it too. Bummer in the Summer.
Well, I remember when you used to look so good, and I did everything that I possibly could for you. used to ride around all over town, but they're putting you down for being around with me. But you can go ahead if you want to, cause I ain't got no papers on you. In the middle of the summer, I had a job in a plumber, just a fast for the ball. It was you who won the ball all day.
It's almost like Jimi Hendrix vocals.
A woman walking along, honey, hand in hand. I'm a thinking of your mama when you're thinking of another man. But you can go ahead if you want to, cause I ain't got no papers on you. No, I don't. I ain't got no papers on myself.
Oh, yes. Oh, the piano is so good.
All alone on the bone when I didn't
This
have a
song
home,
rocks.
when I thought of where I was and I knew where I was supposed to be. I was twitching so it turned and it was pretty hard to learn that everyone I saw was just another part of me.
These lyrics, too. Oh, my
But
God.
you can go ahead if you want to, cause nobody's got no papers on you. No, babe, it's just a falsehood.
Oh no, it's already over? That was so good. That's a crime that was that short. Come on, man. Old man. So this was written by Arthur Lee too, okay. Get so thirsty from talking so much.
Been everywhere in the world. Gave me a tiny ivory ball. Said it would bring me good. Never believed it would until I had been loving you. Dear old man, he'd seen most everything. Gave me a piece of good advice. Said it would do me well. I couldn't really tell until I had been loving you. Now it seems things are not so strange. I can see more clearly. Suddenly I found my way. I know the old man would laugh. He spoke of love's sweeter days, and in his eloquent way, I think he was speaking of you. You are so lovely, you didn't have to say a thing. But I remember that old man telling me he'd seen the light. Gave me a small brown leather book.
This is
Insisted that he was right. I only heard him say,
is this Brian McLean on vocals?
till I heard you whispering. Took you away.
Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, Brian McLean wrote this, my bad. The horns are such a good touch.
Dear old man,
A bass.
wise old man, fine old man now.
it's a slight string at the end. Wow. What a dynamic album, dude. It's got so many swings, you know, it goes in so many different directions. I know that it said that this was their their turn basically. It was their third studio album released in November of 1967. What a year, right? Um The album saw the group embrace a subtler folk and broke pop oriented sound based around acoustic guitars and orchestral arrangements. Primary songwriter Arthur Lee explored darker themes, alluding to morality and his growing disillusionment with the era's counterculture. It's the final album with the original band lineup. Brian left after the group, sorry, and then Lee. Oh yeah, then Arthur sent everyone else home. That's so crazy. So it was Carole K on bass for the first one. For Andmoreagain, Don Randy played keyboards on Andmoreagain. So I'm guessing is that no, because they said it was after the album. Billy Strange played electric guitar on Andmoreagain. Hal Blaine played drums on Andmoreagain. And then Neil Young was the arranger on a different track, but not that one. See, I saw Old Man and I thought Neil Young, but no, that was a different Old Man. Wow, what a wonderful voice he had. It was so different than Arthur's, and it fit that song very well. And it felt like he was kind of talking about, you know, a father that wasn't there anymore. Kind of saying that he would like this and that or whatever, you know. And there was other parts of it too, but you know, just from my lens and bias, you know, it's always going to be, I guess you could say daddy issues. That's weird for me to say. But I definitely do. You know, I lost my dad really young. And honestly, I've got mommy issues too, because I kind of lost my mom too after that in a different way. Nothing like that, but you know, it wasn't great. That was a terrible situation. She lost her husband and everything. You know, it's rough, man. But he was a wonderful musician, and he probably would have loved this. He would have loved love if he didn't already. He was really into a lot of, I guess you could say, like composer stuff. Like I said, he loved Yanni. You know, he definitely did. That's where my appreciation and love of Yanni Live at the Acropolis, that album, comes from, because that was one of my dad's favorite records. He was a guitarist, and he was amazing. Arthur Lee, guitar, vocals. Brian McLean on guitar and vocals, Johnny Eccles on guitar, Ken Forsey on bass guitar, and then Michael Stewart Ware on drums and percussion for the last two tracks. Obviously, the first track was with a different band, I'm guessing. Did they leave like during the... Maybe they added Andmoreagain afterwards? Like, I don't understand what exactly that is about. And then Norman Botnick on viola, Jesse Eric on cello, Chuck Berghofer on double bass, and then Richard Leith on trombone. So like I really did enjoy the brass and the horns, and they popped in. It was a really nice little, you know, accent on the song. It wasn't too heavy, it wasn't too light. It was just the right amount. And then like that really like real light couple of string notes there at the end of Old Man was very interesting way to end it too, you know. The acoustics within I guess the last two tracks were, I thought, really, really, really good, you know, and they did come in, or the first two, whatever it was. I know the first one was, who was it? Billy Strange, but then on the other one, it was Johnny Eccles. That second track was definitely my favorite, Bummer in the Summer. That was that was, I wouldn't say it was a barn burner, but it was close. Like, we definitely torched the shed next door. I don't know if it was a barn burner, but it was close enough, man. That was awesome. The driving beat in it, you know, the vocals, like everything about that song was fun. You know, that was a great song. And like I said, that was a crime that was that short. It's not fair at all. And then, you know, the first one definitely felt like a different band. It did. Like, I noticed that. And then the third song completely sounded different too, but that's because Brian wrote it, you know. So we got 3 different songs and 3 different bands almost, even though the second and the third were the same band. I thought that was really cool. Thank you, Joel. That was a great look into this album, because we've done other tracks from it too, and what a monumental album that's not talked about enough, because I had no idea about it. Obviously, I had no idea about a lot of this stuff, so I can't really use me as a reference. But, you know, I'm even in like musician circles, I've never heard their name brought up. It seems to be like a lot of the late 60s bands, I don't know. I don't know if they're slipping out of memory or people have just moved on. But I feel like people shouldn't move on from this era, because this music is the best that's ever been produced. And this genre, at least, and rock and all that, you know, like that was the best era. Late 60s, early 70s, mid 70s, like all of the 70s going into the 80s. Like there was just like this golden era of wonderful introspection, but also exploring new things and doing new things, you know, trying this, experimenting with that, you know. I know there's only so many notes you can play, but I swear these days we could do so much better, man. Like, I cannot wait to get my shit back together, because I don't know, I'm gonna do something fun, man, because I don't know, they've sapped all the fun, they've sapped all of the joy, all of the passion out of it. You know, it's still there, but it's almost like people are just going through the motions, and that's not even just for music. That's for a lot of things. I think people have kind of just lost hope in things, and I wish they didn't, though, because we should always try to remain, you know, to have hope somehow, because if we don't have that, what do we have? Not a good look, you know. It's not going to be good. We got to have some kind of future to look forward to, so we could keep going, because what's the point? We might as well end it here if there's no point, you know. That's what my logic leads me to. So we got to have some kind of hope. We got to do something, man, because if we're not, come on, you know what I mean. But I won't rant and rave too long. I've held you guys long enough. I will say that Bummer in the Summer is my favorite out of the bunch, but I did enjoy all three, especially the third one too. Old Man was really good, and the first one was good. It just kind of felt like a different band, because it was a different band. I definitely enjoyed the actual Love Band songs more than that one, but I thought it was good though. It was still fun. Carole K's bass and that was great. But on that note, I think that is it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And if you got any other tracks by Love you think I'd like, leave it down below. Thank you again to our alpha patron, Joel S., for yet again a great trio of picks. You rock, bro. Thank you. Patreon, right there. Yep, that's a picture of it. There's a link in the description. If you join the $15 tier or up, you get one free request a month. Join any tier, you get access to all of our block videos, full album reactions, and a whole bunch more. We'd love to have you. Come hang out. There's also PayPal as well in the description if you want to leave a tip or send a request in that way. See y'all later. Have a good day.